Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think he was basically saying like, "You're fighting my scraps, Mike Plania, because he already fought Mike Plania.
Mhm.
Why don't you get in the ring with a real dog or something like that?"
Yeah, yeah.
What was your overall take on, I guess, Elijah Pierce calling you out?
I thought it was funny, you know. I just thought it
Yeah.
was funny because, I mean, he's just, like if you put it that way, then he took my scraps, you know,
When he fought Jermaine
in
Williams.
Tremaine Williams, yeah. So I took Tremaine's I take Tremaine's zero, and if he wants to get that fight on, we can get it too. I'll take his two.
Okay. Oh, he said I'll take his two because he got.
Yeah, I mean, I took Tremaine's zero. I'll take his two.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, be a good fight. I know.
Mhm.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
All right, so a real interesting storyline that's developing in the featherweight and super bantamweight division. It features two fighters that I've had here on the channel recently. Two fighters that I do enjoy watching fight, and two fighters whose careers I'm very interested in. Elijah Pierce, that man right there, and then also the former WBO champion El Chinito himself, Angelo Leo. We know Angelo Leo. Wednesday night, he'll be taking on Mike Plania on Pro Box TV. Make sure you guys tune in. It should be a good fight. Always good stuff on the Pro Box. But look, Elijah Pierce, he's a guy that's trying to make some noise in boxing, and he wants to fight any and everybody to prove his worth at the world class top level, right? And so I love his attitude. I love the no nonsense demeanor he's bringing to the super bantamweight division. But Mike Plania, not Mike Plania, Elijah Pierce took to Instagram recently, and you guys probably can't see it, so I'll read it for you. But that's a story that Elijah Pierce actually posted on Instagram, and it's a picture of him standing over Mike Plania, who Angelo Leo was fighting this weekend. It says the following, and I quote: "Angelo Leo, why are you fighting my scraps? Come in the pit with the real dog. Unless you're scared, you won't make it out." So there you have it. He's calling on Angelo Leo. Now, it's worth noting that Elijah Pierce is at 122, which is Angelo's old weight class. Angelo now campaigns at featherweight 126. So if they were gonna fight, he'd have to come up to 26, because I know for a fact Angelo can make 122. I know for a fact he can. So Pierce would if he wanted to fight Angelo, he had to come up to 26. And I know he's ranked. I know he's ranked in a couple sanctioning bodies at 122. He just aligned himself with Sean Gibbons, who's an influential man in boxing. Sean Gibbons has some standing with these sanctioning bodies. He knows how to get these fighters maneuvered a certain way in the rankings. So, look, as you guys saw in the beginning of the video, Angelo Leo don't turn down nothing but his collar. And if the opportunity presents itself, and the opportunity makes sense, and he can get himself in the 126 rankings, Angelo Leo will fight Elijah Pierce. He kind of thought he was funny, right? Because as you guys saw in the beginning of the clip of this video, he kind of thought Pierce was funny because if you want to look at it like that, and this is where he does have a bit of a point. He does have a point. He's saying that Angelo's fighting his leftovers, which is true. He is. Pierce already knocked out Mike Plania in 3 rounds, but Elijah Pierce beat Tremaine Williams, who Angelo already beat him to a bloody pulp, and won the world title from him. So they both have fought each other's leftovers. But I like the fight. I like the fight. I think with Pierce being with Sean Gibbons now, like, this could be a fight where if he were to decide to move up and use his standing in the WBA, because let me check for you guys right quick. I know he's ranked. I know for a fact he's ranked in the WBA, because I know Merjon's ranked in the WBA, and I've talked about Elijah Pierce wanting to see him fight Merjon. But yeah, Elijah Pierce right now, as it stands, he is currently your number 8 ranked WBA contender. So if he wanted to get in the rankings, I think all he would have to do is tell Mr. Sean Gibbons to, try to make that fight happen, or go to the WBA and try to get him ranked first, then go about making it happen. Because look, right now he's 8 in the WBA. Angelo's 9 in the WBA, pending his fight with Plania. Should he be victorious, he'll be higher in the division. And that'd be a good fight. That'd be a good fight, man. You got Elijah Pierce, who's a southpaw, very explosive, a guy that really and truthfully, his only losses in his career have been at, like 130, when he was fighting these big guys up there. He hasn't lost, at 122. So, he can punch with both hands. He's athletic, sharp. You know, a guy that definitely is defensively sound. But then you got Angelo Leo, a fighter who I think is one of the best fighters out there. A guy that's been champion, a guy that I truly believe is really just now coming into his own, coming into his prime years. Even though he's been champion, I think he's now coming into his prime years. And I think the 2 years off where he wasn't boxing under the lights, but he was getting some of the best work in Vegas for guys like Shakur Stevenson, fighters like, you know, Marlon Tapales, Nonito Donaire, Subaru Murata, Tenshin Nasukawa, and just so many top names in Vegas. I think it's sharpened him up. It's added more dimension to his game, and he's going to be a hard guy to knock off at 126. The Angelo at 122 that fought 4-1 at Alameda, I don't think that guy is anywhere as good as the Angelo at 126, and that's just my opinion. But look, I respect Pierce for calling Angelo out. I think that would be a really interesting fight because they already have two common opponents. So based on that, just based on the fact that they have two common opponents, the fight makes sense. They're both ranked in the WBA, but in separate weight classes. So look, I think if Pierce really wants to fight, and it's not just some sort of internet call out, then he's gonna have to actually go ahead and implore Sean Gibbons, his new promoter or whatever you want to call it, to get with the WBA and see what they can do to get him higher ranked and put him in that position to get the fight that he's asking for. And then look, if it happens, good fight for boxing. You know, they both have a lot to offer to the sport. They're both entertaining. I think they're both good for the sport, and I think they both want to fight the best. So why not make it happen? But that's the news. You guys hear it. So that's news. I want to hear from you guys. I want to check the temperature of the boxing world. What do you guys think about Elijah Pierce? You know, Oklahoma City's very own Elijah Pierce. You know, should he decide to move up, you know, if Angelo beats Mike Plania this week, would you like to see Mike Plania versus, or not, I keep saying Mike Plania, man, Elijah Pierce. Would you like to see Elijah Pierce versus Angelo Leo? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.